Hello again there folks, TaterCat here. Last time, Jill had a pretty rough day. Your electricity bill will be sent on the 24th. Please make sure that you have the 8,000 needed. I'll make it, we're fine. Go to work. Actually go to work this time, because last time I fucked it up. Good evening. Hey. How are you feeling? A lot of them are soft and warm. Come again? You heard me. So, on a scale from steaming pile of shit to just sad, where are you? A sad pile of shit? Still hate myself. I'm still sad as hell, but how do I put it? The noise stopped. I don't know if I explained myself. Sorta, kinda.
So how were things last night?
Cozy, I must admit. Can't believe you paid Dorothy for that.
Well, if you want to call that payment, I guess. I called Dorothy to tell her what happened to you, and she was really concerned. She stuttered for a second, saying that she had a whole night to go, and she couldn't just leave for free. I asked her how much, and she said enough to pay for this soda that I'm having is fine.
Dots. I love Dorothy. How did you get her number?
I have contacts.
Right.
Anyway, Jill, if you need a second break, a drink, or a hug, just let me know, okay? You hear?
Thanks. I'd make the same offer, but I'm guessing hugs for me is the last thing you want. If you need a bartender, let me know, though. Nice to know. Anyway, we have work to do. Not changing the jukebox. Time to mix drinks and change lives. It's nice to hear that again. Did you say something? Did I? Dots. Welcome to oh, it's you guys. Oh, it's another one. Hey, be more respectful that I brought my boss here. Aren't you a part-timer or something? My other boss. You're talking to the great Nacho Tumblerweed Jr. Oh, didn't we hear about Nacho in the fucking paper? Dots. Boss, I'm taking my break.
I know what I said earlier, but you haven't even started yet.
Shit. So, what brings you here today? Wanted to see the place that my best soldier is working at. Soldier? Wait, aren't you the dog I served last Monday? Oh, it's you, Dana. Soldier, why didn't you tell me that you were working for Dana? No, that's not Dana, that's just Jay. Dots. So I'm guessing that you're part of this whole Sierra thing? Part of it? I founded it. Humans have the best intentions, but they just don't get us. So I decided to create a place where dogs can be dogs. Here, we can take in any dog without a place in this world. We created our own heaven on earth. And you take corgis only? Do I look like one of those sapphire bitches? Of course not. I'd include other animals, but sadly I can only take care of those who are the same species as I. Sad thing is, I'd take it more seriously if it wasn't a corgi with an eye patch. Will you get anything? I'm fine, what about you, boss? Manly stuff. You sure? Did I stutter? Alright, manly drink for the dog. Maybe I should just give him something bitter. No. I'll give him something manly. Well, this is Bo, so give him a pile driver. 1, 2, 3. I think that's the Dana specialty anyway. All mixed. Pile driver. Here. Yes, this is just what I wanted. Dots. Ugh, this thing's worse than my own butt. Hey, you asked for it. It's a really nice place, you know? You picked a good place to work at, soldier. Thanks! Does he really get paid? Your efforts to keep Sierra afloat will not go to waste. We'll make her better and better. I mean, we're pretty much on the verge of closing. Can boss really afford that? We have more urgent matters at hand, though, like the fact that we don't got enough balls for everyone. Can't they just share the ones we have? You fool! Every dog has a right to his own ball. If we can't provide even that, then what's the point of even trying? Wait, don't tell me that she just doesn't give a fuck and is spending all of her money like water. I mean, what with the bar closing and all? But many have enjoyed the boxes more than they do the balls. That's a good point. What do you think is cheaper, a box of balls or a box of boxes? Are there boxes of boxes? Of course there are. How do you think they ship boxes? Tied together? Tied together? Don't be silly.
Unless she's paying him straight from her pocket, and boss is that kind of woman.
This world's filled with all sort of reclusive madness, you know? Doctors consult doctors, boxes come in boxes, bottles come in bottles.
I don't think you actually know how the word works, little man.
Oh, as expected from you, boss.
Wait, that's the only theory that works, assuming that she's actually paying him with money. For all I know, that she's paying him with steaks.
So tomorrow you're gonna check for people selling boxes, you hear? Sir, yes sir.
Except that for boss, a good steak is more valuable than money.
Wait, what if they come with foil?
Rustin Stratus?
Oh, that's a name. Rustin Stratus had to be taken to the vet because he ate the foil a piece of cheese came in. Curses, you're right. We need a contingency plan.
Besides, the boss is not one to scam people, let alone a dog.
I wonder if we could strike a deal with the vet that those Safar bastards have. She's always so nice to us. I know, her smile is so cute too. So it's better that we go for a vet? Yeah, put that on the list.
Ah, Nacho.
Oh yeah, forgot that she knew the dog.
Are you staying for a while?
I was just passing by. I got some errands to run.
Great, Gil can go with you.
I can?
You will.
I'll still get paid for today, right?
That depends on Nacho's evaluation.
Alright, Greenhorn, let's get going.
No one paying him anyways, by the way. Just wanted to mess around with him.
No, that's not the problem here. Why make him do that?
It looked like he needed to take a good break, and he's the kind to just not accept such a thing. But with Nacho, he'd have something to do, and he'd be away from the bar for a bit.
When you put it that way.
Anyway, I'm going back to my office.
Your boss sure is nice. Glad I'm working with her too.
Yeah.
So, you having anything? Actually, I'm just gonna sit over there and be on standby. Await orders.
Okay. Shit, I missed the chance to ask how, or if he's even getting paid with money. Oh, Betty. We haven't seen her in a bit. Man, I sure need to get wasted. I fail to see how getting wasted will make you feel better.
Sheba!
For fuck's sake, you piece of scrap. We just got out of a building full of dogs.
But this one has a Hawaiian shirt and sunglasses. Hey there, robot.
And he talks.
Welcome to Valhalla.
Hey, Jill. Get me a beer, will ya?
Gotcha. Does Deal want anything? Okay, roll. Sir, yes, sir.
So cute. He's fine. Just a beer, then. Friday after work isn't just a beer, though. It's the beer.
Can't argue with that. Beer for Betty. I could make it big for the heck of it. Yeah, why not? I like Betty. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And it's all mixed. Here you go. Here, let's make it special.
Yeah! Cheers! Hey, Jill, do you like beer?
The amount of beer cans in my apartment is becoming a problem, actually.
I had this friend back in high school who had some pretty nice crafts with them. I'm still in contact with him if you're interested.
No thanks, the last thing I need right now is more crap taking space. So, how are things up at Dogtown?
Well, that Laura girl is stirring things up, for better or for worse.
For worse?
She's like a rabbit. An overtly politically correct rabbit.
Rabbit?
Never had a pet rabbit? They're a nervous mess that gets startled over the smallest little things. And this girl is on constant lookout, scared of something that might irk someone. It doesn't have to be the person she's speaking with, even. It's not a problem in the company, but the other day we went out together and holy shit, the poor girl can't speak properly. She pauses every sentence to make sure she doesn't say something offensive. She's a nice girl, and it's sweet that she tries so hard to not offend anyone. But seriously, she tries too hard.
I know people like that who are so anxious they're afraid to say anything wrong. You don't help either. You randomly yell, "What did you say?" whenever she's within earshot distance.
Yeah, well, it's just that she looks so cute when she's startled. Like a rabbit.
It raises the question of whether she's really like that, or if you're the one making her weary of anything she says.
Well, why don't we test that?
How?
You go out with her.
Why?
To test if it's really me who makes her like that.
Dots? Yeah, I wouldn't go for that either.
It's not like you can say no, you know? I mean, it's my honor that's on the line here. I want to prove that you're only talking shit about me.
Even if you were right, you have quite the fixation on that girl.
She's fun.
Fun how?
She actually reacts when I tease her.
Girl... No! See, like, I say teasing things to my friends and family out of affection, but they also know that it's out of affection. Sounds like this girl doesn't know that you're teasing her out of affection. You need to tell her that. Be clear, damn.
You take it in stride, but she actually gets startled, squirms, and then gets uncomfortable.
How is that any good?
She's cute and her reactions are cute.
But if you keep it up, she'll either leave or get used to you. You know, like me.
Shit, you're right. I must save my teasing for the moment, when the moment is just right then.
No, that's not the problem.
It is for me. And what are you doing here? What about the dog?
He said he had to go out. By the way, he said his name was... Say, this Laura girl. Do you guys get along?
I wouldn't know. We get along as co-workers at the very least.
Dots, I don't think Deal agrees with that. What kind of girl is she? Aside from the whole politically correct rabbit thing.
Slow. She's the kind that does things so carefully that she does them really, really slowly. Really, really slowly. I can't deny that when she actually finishes stuff, she does a great job, but it's unnerving.
She doesn't actually have to be with us in the building, though. She's more like a freelancer. Why is she there, then?
Because she likes dogs.
I guess that's a good enough reason.
And that's why I insist that you two could make a fine couple.
That's a really superficial statement. It's like saying you'd be fine with someone because you're both women. Dots. Yeah, liking dogs is nowhere near enough. Okay, bad example. May I say something? By all means. If that Laura girl is really as bland as you claim her to be, wouldn't you better off with a more assertive person? A more assertive partner?
Yo, piece of scrap, she's totally calling you a pussy.
No, that's... oh my god. Betty. She's right, though. Sharing interests and being compatible are two totally different things. Yeah, the phrase opposites attract does actually occur quite a bit.
But then you're underestimating the power of love! Whether you want to admit it or not, love changes people for the better or for worse. Who knows, maybe you'll become more assertive after spending time with her.
Or she'll drive me nuts.
I guess that's a possibility.
Still, why are you so insistent on her and me getting together?
Because she's a cute rabbit, so someone might try to eat her up out there. It'd be a lot easier to keep her in my sight.
So, in short, your motherly instincts arose because of Laura. What if... why not see if she likes you and... You already tried to hit on her, didn't you?
You make it sound like I'm some skirt chaser.
Are you, Betty?
She's not into girls.
How did you find out?
I asked her directly.
Of course you did.
She seemed, giddy afterwards, though.
I heard her muttering something about meeting her first lesbian. Like, you can appreciate getting hit on by people you aren't interested in. Like, she's not gay, but she still got hit on by someone pretty. It's still flattering.
It was weird.
Okay, enough of Laura for the night. Refrain from using any "that's what you said last night" jokes or variations thereof. Please.
Party pooper. Let's get a drink then.
Sounds good. I'll have a Bloom Light, please.
Give me a fringe weaver.
Alright. Let's make one bloom light and one fringe weaver. Bloom light. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Aged on the rocks and mixed. What did I do wrong? I put in Bronson instead of powder dildo. Good job, me. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Aged on the rocks and mixed. Why am I sucking? Oh, it's 3. God! Why can't I read? 2, 3, 4. 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Aged on the rocks and mix. God. I can't read today. She wanted a fringe weaver. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Aged and mixed. Here you go. Wonder why it's called Bloom Light. Seems like it was first developed at some video game event. The creator said something about making the attendees feel like their customers do. Said attendees were, of course, a part of some big game company. Seems the game company used too much bloom lighting, so the bartender literally made them all drink the bloom.
So it's not called that because it glows in the dark?
Not this one, no.
Come to think of it, did you ever change because of a relationship, Jill?
I don't think a relationship topic is a good idea right now, Betty. In more ways than one, I guess.
What'd you say, for better or for worse?
I guess for the better. I'm too thick-headed to develop any new bad habits. Although, thanks to my first boyfriend, I did pick up a very annoying habit of correcting people's grammar on the fly. Pretty annoying when I think back to it.
See, you're one of those kinds of people. As for me, sometimes I think I become more, what's the word?
Cynical, jaded, bitter, tired of the crap in the world and everyone in it throws on a daily basis.
Hey.
Sounds like me. Just quoting you.
But yeah, I think I become all of that because of this one girl I had in college, or this one girlfriend. She got me into the whole activism thing in the first place.
Oh, is that bad?
We'd all go and protest. We'd start all kinds of movements to see things changed. I really got into the whole thing. But whenever I wanted to get more serious, I'd find myself coming up against a wall. That wall is an analogy for the fact that not everyone was willing to go that far. I found out pretty fast that most of them were into the whole thing because of some shitty fad.
Yeah, that hurts movements a lot, because there are people like that.
And not because they actually believed in whatever movement they were championing. So I moved from group to group only to find people who were in it because of a fad. And when they were not into it because of a passing fad, they were the dangerous extremist kind. My tolerance for people's shit was greatly diminished after all that.
So it wasn't so much the person you had a relationship with, but rather other people. You seriously never thought about it that way? You need to stop putting blame for what? You need to stop putting the blame for what you do on past relationships.
Whatever. Where's the other guy, by the way?
He had to escort one of the dogs outside.
Figures.
Oh, yeah. The one that was here and asked if you were the nice vet lady that works at the Cypher toy company. Safer. Whatever. I suppose he's interested in talking to you or something.
Why didn't he do it then?
I don't know. You've been doing a few jobs on the side, haven't you?
The pay from the dogs isn't enough to keep up the mounting debts. I don't know how you do it.
It's hard to believe dogs pay you at all. This is coming from someone working at a place that pays a dog for doing fuck all. Or at least I think we're paying him. I'm not completely certain on that. Will you get anything else?
Well,
we're fine, but we have to get up early tomorrow, and by we, I really mean her. She got invited to a picnic, and I won't stand to hear another had to go to the picnic with the hangover story.
Fine. Let's go then. See ya, Jill.
Bye. Please come again.
Man, you're such a party pooper.
You'd be the party pooper tomorrow if you keep drinking. Boss, I'm taking my break. Call me if someone comes in.
Alright.
There's the Jill's break time. I'll do another one anyway. It's usually what I've been doing. Alright, back to work. No dogs in sight. Okay then, back to work. Welcome to Oh, hey there, Alma. Oh, Alma looks sad. Dots. Dots.
Huh.
She seems down. Maybe there's something I can give her to cheer her up. Let's cheer her up. She might like classy drinks, but what she really likes... I don't know what she really likes, actually. I guess maybe something bubbly? I don't know. Just give her a cobalt velvet. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the rocks are mixed. Sure. Hey.
And this?
It's on me. Drink, so you at least change your expression.
Why not just say you're worried about me?
You got the message anyway, didn't you? So, how is it?
Well, it has alcohol, and I'm in a bar, so... good enough, I guess.
I got you to speak. That's all I wanted.
What, you're gonna jinx me or something?
No, but you being down and silent is uncanny.
You're making it sound like I'm some sort of windbag.
You know what I mean.
Yeah, I do. Thanks.
So, why are you deflating?
Deflating?
When I get sad and start sighing repeatedly, my grandpa would warn me that I would start deflating like an old tire if I kept it up. So, what is it? Was it the news about the people dressing in bunny suits after the whole Alice Rabbit boom?
Nah, that is old news. I mean, it is a problem, but such a thing would only annoy me. Say, Jill, how's your mood right now? I want to ruin it by blowing off all of my stored steam.
Silly Alma, I've been feeling like utter shit the last couple of days. You can't make me feel worse. So, go ahead. Unwind all your worries on me.
Don't say I didn't warn you. Okay, so, remember my sister, Diana?
The one that separated from her husband and forgot her kids while fucking her way around or something?
Perfect summary. I'll use it next time. I didn't tell you the whole story then. More specifically, she threw her husband out after a few months of abuse.
Oh.
However, that woman is incapable of getting a job and maintaining herself. And I mean that. She never even thinks about selling some stuff or trying to earn her bread.
I've had to sell my stuff. It sucks. I used to have a bunch of the old Pokemon cartridges, like... I had, like, Yellow and Crystal and... I think I had Ruby or Emerald, I don't remember. I had to sell them to make rent.
So she just expects a guy to do all that for her. I have no idea why she turned out like that. Both my mom and dad are very hard workers. They even started a small shop to have something to do after retirement.
Huh.
So, what does this fully capable woman do for a couple of weeks later? Why, bring her abusive husband back, of course.
What?
Yeah, and the guy spent a couple of days with her before leaving her again. He had a nice couple of hot, steamy nights and then left.
Well.
Huh, you reacted like my little brother and sister after hearing that. But the story doesn't end there. Oh no. So she's broke and can't even get enough for a bus, even though she'd probably be glad to sell her ass and just to get some money. And if it was up to me to pick her up. For the last couple of days, she left her kids with my parents. And being such sweet angels, they've made a mess out of the whole place.
Why am I not surprised to hear that this woman's kids are also disasters?
Bernardo and Eva are actually staying with me for a couple of days to give them some peace. It doesn't help that I never got along with Dana. So, we're in the car and she asks how her kids are. And of course, after all this built-up tension, I just exploded. First I started ranting about her kids are growing up, seeing how messed seeing some messed up stuff. I started scolding her about not taking responsibility or taking proper care of her children. I tell her that she's in no place to have all these escapades. And after all that, she just says, "What the hell do you know? You don't have any kids."
It's not a good argument. At all. Oh my god. I hate when people pull that kind of shit. Dots.
Yeah, you slutty skank. I don't have any kids, but I'm not broke just because I refuse to take a job. I don't have kids, but I'm not leaving them in the first barely familiar house I find. I don't have kids, but I'm not letting the guy that hit me on a regular basis back into my bed. I don't have kids, but I pretty much raised Eva and Bernardo, and they turned out to be pretty damn well.
Oh, here she is yelling.
I don't want to have kids, and I'm not a cheap whore. Ah!
Damn. I don't know what to say.
There's nothing to say. I love my family, and I put them above all else. But Diana is seriously pushing the boundaries of what I can allow.
Any way I could help?
You just did.
Huh?
I know who I'm dealing with. I'm not one to let stuff like that get to me. But I'm still angry as hell, though, and I couldn't just discuss this with any of my family members.
Yeah, they're too close to this situation. You gotta talk to somebody who's not involved.
I can't tell my mom your daughter is a slut. I just needed to get all of this off my chest, you know?
Well, from what I can see, it's still a lot more to get off your chest. It's swollen as fuck.
Nah, all you see here is filled with love and dreams.
Is everyone in your family as busty as you?
The worst offender is my dad, actually. Kidding. I guess the only one that didn't get the big boob gene was Eva. She insists on getting surgery or genetic treatment, but I tell her she's fine the way she is.
Yeah, she is fine the way she is. Big boobs are kind of a hassle. Yeah, these can actually be more of a hassle than a blessing. Oddly enough, I know a lot of busty women. I don't know how a lot of my friends are really busty. But yeah, it's annoying. And it's a pain in the ass.
And poor Bernardo. His breasts actually started growing when he was 8. I just hope I don't take too much from my mom's side of the family. My father's sisters still look quite young, but when menopause hit, my mom lost her looks rather quickly. Any good genes you got from your family, Jill?
I got bad grab bag of genes. My genetics suck. Good enough skin and hair, I guess. But there's about a shrimp allergy, and so far I haven't had any problems with that.
Oh, I see.
Dots?
Hey, you know what worries me the most about the whole Diana situation?
How your nephews are turning out?
If she leaves them with my mom, they'll turn out better than her. Somehow. Actually, what worries me is, what if I end up like that too?
I don't think you will, because you're already aware of how frustrating it is. How so?
If I find a good man and I settle down, what if he turns out shitty? What if I have a sudden burst where I want to live my life and end up like that? What if I have kids and I end up neglecting them because of all that?
If you ask me, the fact that you're even worried about it is an indication enough that you'll be fine.
You think?
I'm pretty sure. You said before that she pretty much married a guy after a couple months, right? Yeah, that's never a good idea.
Yeah.
No offense, but those are the kind of people who wouldn't even think about all that. Besides, if any guy ends up marrying you, it would be because he passed your rational standards.
Hey!
Am I lying?
No, but there are things best kept as unspoken truths. I wonder if I'll ever find a good guy.
You will. You will know when the time comes.
I sure hope so. For now, the time has come to get another drink.
What can I get you?
Give me something with ice, but alcoholic, please.
Alright, I'm gonna want something cold. Sure. A moon blast. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 1, 1, 2. On the rocks, and blended. Ah! There you go.
Thanks, I needed to cool down a bit.
That's why I'm here.
So you said you felt shitty the last couple of days. Why?
Don't think too much about it.
Oh, come on, you heard my problems. I want to help you too.
Don't worry too much. Right, I almost forgot to tell you something.
What is it?
My boss is throwing a mega Christmas party on Sunday. You wanna come?
Sure, something tells me this mega Christmas is going to be a mess at my parents' home, so I'd rather avoid it.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
Are you guys getting chicken? I can get one.
To be honest, I wouldn't know. You can bring it if you want. It won't go to waste.
Gotcha. Say, Jill, what's your favorite part of the chicken?
Favorite part? I guess I like legs the most.
Really? I like breast better.
Breast is a bit too simple, don't you think? Legs have better texture. I'm a white meat person. I'd rather have a chicken breast.
Maybe, but simple is usually better. Breast is easier to enjoy than legs, and a lot less messy. You silly girls.
Boss?
You were there talking about breasts and legs when everyone knows that the best part are the wings.
Boss, what's that?
Spicy chicken wings.
Oh, I want fucking chicken wings. Where did you get spicy chicken wings?
From a spicy chicken. You know, spicy chicken in the shop 2 blocks from here.
Sorry, let me rephrase that. Why are you carrying a bucket of spicy fried chicken wings? Spicy chicken wings?
Why aren't you carrying a bucket of spicy chicken wings?
Well, because,
Not as much. Yo, Armitage.
Alma.
I know what I said. Will the chicken that you're talking about be cooked already?
You might need to heat it up.
But it'd be cooked otherwise. Great! I expect you here on Sunday at 8 p.m. Thanks. Anyway, I'll be back into my office.
Dots. She left the bucket. Want some?
Don't mind if I do.
Man, I want some fucking hot wings.
Oh, mild spice, nice.
Yeah, I'm a mild person too. Weird. Maybe she got mixed up order and that's why she left them here. Yeah, I've actually had that happen. One of my roommates is one of those, like, make it as hot as possible. And he got an order that was just, like, mild or medium. I don't remember which. So he just gave them to me because he wasn't gonna eat them. I like them mild or medium. That's how I prefer them.
She usually orders stronger stuff.
I found buckets that make my throat itch just from being near them.
Oh. Say, Jill, what kind of guys do you like?
That's a sudden question. I'm not too picky with guys, to be honest. I want them to be decent enough. Not jealous, not aggressive, responsible enough to keep a job.
That's no good. Do you like them buff? What about tall?
No tattoos and piercings, I guess. Never liked either. What about you? I'm a very alt person, so I'm like tattoos. I think they're interesting.
I like them well dressed.
Alma is the every girl's crazy for a sharp dressed man type I see. ZZ Top was very correct.
If they go out in iron shirts and well coordinated clothes, they are sure to catch my eye. Some muscles are always fine too, but sharply dressed males catch my attention faster.
So you're exactly the kind of girl ZZ Top was talking about in that song. And yet you're still single.
That's how I like my men. My potential husband, on the other hand, is another matter completely.
I see.
So, can you get me a drink here? The spicy wings turned out to be spicy.
What can I get you?
Anything as long as it helps me with the spiciness in my throat.
Okay. Let's give her something to help her with the spiciness of the wings. I'd assume something else that's got ice in it, maybe? Sure. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. On the rocks and mixed. Here you go. Dots.
Damn. No more spice, but I have other problems now.
Oh, sorry.
Alright, so, next question. What kind of girl do you like?
You first.
Sorry, I don't swing that way. Sure, I have no qualms about saying a girl is cute or cool, but nope, I prefer men in my bed. No, you.
Shit, just calm down. I guess I like girls with light colored hair.
Light colored hair?
Yeah, you know, like redheads and such.
What about white? Like your boss?
you were just setting me up for that comment, weren't you?
Sorry, it's just when she got here with that bucket of wings, your eyes pretty much started sparkling. Your whole behavior transformed. You began giddy and cheerful all of a sudden.
Dots.
Hey, I can't blame you. She's pretty nice.
Yeah, Dana's awesome.
I just felt like teasing you.
Ugh.
So, light-colored hair. What about blondes? Do you like me?
Yeah, I guess. I mean, you are hot.
I'd say I'm into girls too, and start hitting on you. Would you go along with it?
Nice body, pretty face, good apartment. I would never let you go.
Okay then, enough tangents. Why don't you tell me why you were feeling shitty the last few days?
What? Oh, that. I told you not to think too much about it.
And I told you I want to know. Come on, Jill. You've heard my problems so many times, now I want to help you. Come on, come here.
Huh?
I told you to sit here. Come on.
What? There's Jill, she's so fucking cute. What are you?
Alright then, now I'm the bartender and you're the client.
Hardly. The bartending station only works with me.
I see. Okay then, I move this.
Oh god! She's hacking shit.
Click here and now it works for you, for me, and the dog in the Hawaiian shirt.
Why with him too?
He's a dog in a fucking Hawaiian shirt.
Right, and how did you even manage to... Oh, yeah, hacker, right.
Now we've changed roles. You've been feeling shitty. Mind telling me why?
It's a long story. I don't even know where to start.
Start from the beginning.
Dots. Okay then, it's something that goes back to my college years.
Oh, that's taking it way back.
Back in compulsory education, I never made too much of an effort, but I managed to get high grades. Even in PE, I managed to do well enough to get perfect grades. Damn, I'm not athletic for shit. I got passing grades because I tried. Then, of course, when I got to college, shit started getting hard. I had this perfectionist streak that wouldn't let me fail anything. Burning my eyelashes studying, I eventually managed to keep up good grades. After about half of the career, I met a student teacher. Her name was Lenore. She helped me with a lot of my studies. She even got me into some stuff that gave more credits. I really liked her, and after some time I found out she liked me too.
Oh-ho!
We started going out, met all of her family, and then...
You want a drink?
What?
Drink. Around this time, there's usually a pause that makes you offer a drink to the client.
There's no such pause.
Please, I want to test this whole bartending interface.
Sugar rush then, you can't mess that up.
Right. Jill asked for a sugar rush. Now, how did this thing work again?
Fair. Alma wouldn't exactly know how to deal with this thing. I'll give Jill a couple of booze. Just a couple.
Here.
Thanks.
How is it?
Like I said, you can't mess up a sugar rush. I have this gut feeling that with your body, you'd make a much better bartender than me.
You're selling yourself too short. You're cute, you know.
Jill is super cute, and I love Jill. People don't go to bars for cuteness, though.
You're obviously never been to a cat bar, then. Besides, my boobs would be a hassle in trying to move around this kind of stuff.
Yeah, big boobs get in the way.
So keep telling the story.
Ugh. Well, as the career went on, it got harder and harder. The last year and a half, it had become nothing but study session after study session, investigations, my thesis. And when graduation ceremony came, I had this speech, and suddenly, while reading said speech, I almost had a panic attack.
Fear of public speaking?
I realized I was about to lose. I realized I'd lost a year and a half of my life. I tried to remember if I had any fun at all, but all I could remember was studying and investigating new topics. I didn't even enjoy doing all that, so I just was standing there and the satisfaction of graduating was minimal. I realized I had only gone through the motions day after day, from high school to graduating. Yeah, that sucks. I felt like whole years of my life had slipped through my fingers. I never stopped to think if I had enjoyed what I was doing. In fact, I never stopped. But at that point I stopped, and I realized I needed a breather or something. Did I even like that career? It was all terrifying as hell. Yay, identity crisis! I needed all of my strength not to start running like a panicked mess. Dots. So, a couple of months later, I get an offer to start working at this big research facility. Lenore was ecstatic. She was so proud of me back then. But I was just scared. That would be my job. I spent my life expanding on what I did during that year and a half. What if I had a sudden realization like the one I had at graduation, but when I turned 40? I didn't know what to do, but I sure as hell wasn't taking that offer. I told Lenore and she freaked out. She confessed that she was jealous because she never got such a chance. Things developed pretty quickly. She said one too many things, I said one too many things. In the end, I stormed out of her house. I broke a vase in the process. After that, I never spoke to her again. I kinda get it, cause like, yeah, you can be like, damn, I wish I had that opportunity. But if you're not enjoying what you're doing, it just sounds awful. So you just literally want to do anything else. I get it, because I went to some college-ish thing, I don't really know what to call it, and I got a license for pharmacy tech, because my logic was, well, the medical field is never going away, it's reliable. But it wasn't really all that interesting. Honestly, the most interesting to do was to fuck around with, like, IV bags, as weird as that sounds. But I wasn't able to find that kind of job, so I got stuck in a pharmacy call center, and it was frickin' terrible. And it gave me a mental breakdown after like 2.5 years.
Damn. I'm sorry. I suddenly feel bad for pushing you to tell me all of that. Why are you feeling shitty about that after all this time, though? Unless you've been feeling shitty for years.
I have, but it's not just because of that.
Huh?
The other day, Lenore's sister, Gabrielle, came to this bar. Apparently, Lenore died last week. Dots. Localized nanomachine rejection. A heart attack. Apparently she had it for a long time, but never told anyone. And coincidentally, it got worse after I left. And I just can't stop thinking about it, wondering if me being there would have made a difference. I don't think it would, because probably would have gotten sick anyway. If it's true that she had that for a long time, why didn't she tell me and was sick when we were together? I don't know, I just feel like all kinds of failure. Dots.
Chill.
And to make it worse, I also lashed out at Gabby. Yeah, she was blaming me for her sister's death and all, but she's just a kid, for fuck's sake. She lost her sister and was pretty much raised her on her own. And to top it all off, I suddenly can't remember what stopped me from apologizing. Pride? Fear? Stupid effort to leave that awesome person I loved as a thing of the past? Who cares? I lost my chance to apologize to her forever. Truly, forever. I'm such a piece of shit. Selfish piece of shit. Dots.
Honestly, don't know what to say. I didn't expect the story to be this...
Dots. Yo, boob tender.
Yes?
Can you get me a big beer then?
Coming right up. Big beer, big beer. What makes big beer in this thing?
Well, it's best that she talked about it, you know. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And mixed. Big beer.
Big beer for Jill.
Thanks. I need to remember to take care of the cans in my apartment.
You drink a lot of beer.
One of the perks of the BTC issued liver implant is that I can drink lots of beer without getting too wasted.
Oh.
Dots.
Hey Jill, what kind of girl was Lenore?
Well, she was calm and smart. Back in college, I was too thick-headed and got riled up easily. Stressed was my default state. Isn't that pretty normal for college students at some point?
So, just like you've been behaving right now.
Shut up, I was worse.
Can't picture that.
Don't, it's embarrassing. Anyway, she was always there, finding a way to cool me down. She was also able to hold conversations about pretty much any topic. One time I saw her go from talking about video games to talking about sports. all of that variety while still being a hardcore scientist. She would always push me into social interactions. If she saw me by myself, she would drag me with her. Watching people is fine, but talking to them is better, she would say. Lenore would always present me to her many acquaintances as the girl I don't mind cuddling with for hours. I'm gonna miss her. After a point, I didn't even think about getting back into a relationship with her, but she's such an awesome person, I just wanted to apologize, and now... You know, in a cruel twist of irony, she's the one that made me pick up bartending.
Oh.
Back when I was thinking about what the hell to do with my life, I remembered a night we spent in a club. She started talking about how the drinks were synthesized, the chemistry involved, the reactions, and all that. Everything sounded so fascinating. I remember saying that her talk made me want to start mixing drinks. She said, if everything else fails, why not take up bartending?
Huh. Interesting.
Dots. More dots.
Are you okay?
For some value of okay, yeah. It's just... I wanted to thank you, Alma.
Thank me?
I guess I just needed someone to tell all of this to. And you were the one. Yeah, sometimes you kinda just need to, like, be insistent of, like, you can talk to me. It will make you feel better. You volunteered yourself. You insisted on listening to me. You stood there listening to the whole thing from beginning to end. I know I might not be the most expressive person, but I'm not one to spout love and fluffiness, but I really do like you. Maybe I'm just a bartender and you're just a client, but I really appreciate your friendship, or at the very least, your patronage. I really enjoy working for you. Aw, I think Alma's touched.
Jill, are you dying?
Shut up, I'm trying to have a heart-to-heart here.
Sorry, it's just... It's weird for you to get so... sappy.
Well, I just realized that the saddest thing is how I'll never be able to make amends. And it hurts like fucking hell, you know? I never want to feel that way again. I don't want someone to suddenly exit my life and the last memory of them involves something nasty. I don't want the lingering grief of having burned a bridge on a whim. I want to avoid that at any cost. And if that means breaking character every once in a while, so be it. Yeah, you gotta let the people in your life know that you appreciate them. I'll let everyone know how I really feel about them. And if I ever fight with them, I'll swallow my pride, muster all the courage I can, and be the one to apologize. I hate feeling like this. I hate it.
That's a nice resolution. Maybe I'll be a copycat and do the same.
Alright, enough sappiness. Get back here. I'm on duty, you know.
Fine. It's almost closing time anyway. It was fun while it lasted, though.
Hey. Yeah? I mean it, you know. Thanks for everything today.
Silly Jill, you listen to my problem and I listen to yours. That's what friends are for, right?
Right.
I'll be leaving now. Oh, before I forget, did you ever talk about all of this with your parents?
They know the basics, but I haven't told them about Lenore's death yet.
Why don't you do that sometime?
I don't know. I don't want to bother them with my problems. They're your parents.
Don't be silly, they're your parents. They live to share your problems.
At least if your parents are decent people.
You should try having a talk with them sometime. They'll appreciate it. Anyway, I'm out. See you Sunday.
Take care.
That Alma girl sure is nice.
Boss, did you hear all that?
Not all of it, but a good chunk of it at the very least. Your expression changed a lot already.
It did? Oh.
You look happier. It's always good. Anyway, let's call it a day. I expect an even brighter Jill tomorrow.
Right. Oh, yeah, boss, about those chicken wings?
Fucking idiots at the spicy chicken. Sorry, Dana, we don't have enough spices for your order until tomorrow, they said. Is that how they treat their regulars? Manager.
Boss? Yeah, flawless bonus! Cherish Titty Hacker, she's a good friend. So I got more than enough, probably to... Jill's power didn't get cut. This gives her peace of mind, and she'll focus on work with no problem. Yeah, and that's why we're so low on money now. That's fine. Bill paid. Didn't you have a boyfriend named Bill? Did you? What's going on in the danger? Grand Slam Fighters! Is anyone into wrestling here? I became a huge fan of GSF very recently. It's a pretty solid product, in my opinion. Much better than the E. I like the match quality, but they gave importance to a mid-card. Are they still forcing 6'6" American Kid into the main event? Yep. He's going to face Yusuke at the Dome show. Why don't they push the great DK instead? He's much more talented than 66.
Yeah, Donkey Kong.
Because American Kid actually moves merch, unlike your indie darling. There's the person who wants to marry everybody. I want to marry Yusuke! Who's hyped for the women's championship. That one should be the main event, not the turd we're getting instead. 66 is pretty good, just watch his work in Japan. Everyone tells me that 66 was better in Japan, but all I see is locks and arm bars. Nothing that impressive. Wrestling is fake. Amazing how I understand all the words and yet understand nothing. Yeah, I know how that goes. Words are hard. Well, we got it, the Augmented Eye! Model Warrior Julianne returns this February. The classic magical girl show, Model Warrior Julianne, is coming back to the public television this February after almost 2 decades of absence. Even though the show has been on every demand service for a while now, most Glitch City citizens need to think twice before subscribing to any non-essential services, especially the lower classes who have a limited number of internet purchases per year. That sucks. The show is certainly welcome. Today's parents will finally be able to share a piece of their childhood with the kids without risking dinner or breakfast. It's like my generation in Pokemon. Is that a tear in your eye? No. Jill's happy. Nanomachine rejection has taken 80 lives this year. The Health Observatory just released their annual report on nanomachine rejection cases. The total number of reported cases has risen to 80, an increase from the 65 cases reported last year. Nanomachine pollution was particularly strong this year due to the recent protests, wrote the observatory. Protests caused the police force to release new variants of nanomachines. Their function is still unclear, but according to our sources, they intended for crowd control purposes. That sounds gross. It's unlikely we'll find a cure in the near future, but we can hope cases like these will become rare in the following years. I wonder if she was among those 80. Update! Lelum receiving mysterious messages. It looks like we were able to record and transcribe one of the messages sent from one of the compromised signals. Joe Wren, the anchor from our popular TV newscast, served as our very own test subject for the investigation. White noise. Who are you? Are you really alive? Laughs. You're special to me. You're everything to me. It's time to become one. White noise intensifies and a transmission developing. Spooky, or a made-up story. Alright. I don't care if it's been like an hour. I think the longer videos are a little easier to deal with, since sometimes the days are short and sometimes the days are long. Inconsistency, yeah! Anyway, like, subscribe, and all that noise. I'll see you in the next one, folks. Later.